Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
Construction everywhere, or at least that's how it feels for a lot of San Antonio drivers. We're talking about ongoing construction projects happening right now on Loop 1604, I-10, on I-35 near Loop 410. That's where we find our own John Paul Barajas tonight. He joins us live on Long I-35 near Weidner Road. JP, what is it like out there tonight?
Steve, well, there's obviously a lot of traffic, and if you take a look behind me, it's a line of 18-wheelers with a mixture of headlights from cars and trucks, everybody moving very slow, and it's something I don't think anybody would want to be in if they could avoid it, but it's all happening because the northbound lanes of I-35 from Thousand Oaks to O'Connor are shut down for paving. They started work around 8 o'clock tonight, and these lanes won't be open until 5 o'clock in the morning. For those who live, work, and travel through here, they say this traffic is a nightmare.
A 10-minute ride turned into 2 hours, and you're at a dead still.
Drivers along I-35 near 1604 are dealing with construction, all caused by closures for the I-35 Next Central project. When it's done, 15 miles of elevated lanes and bridges will connect newly built upper decks of I-35 to Loop 410 and Loop 1604. But for now, drivers say it just means congestion.
Last night, I got off at 8:30, and they were closing from going north, and traffic, I guess it was all the way to downtown.
Tonight, the northbound lanes of I-35 are closed between Thousand Oaks and O'Connor Road. Tonight, they're closing main lanes at 8 p.m. Do you think that's still too early?
I think so, especially that it's summer and the kids are out of school and the tourists are here in town.
And the work continues Thursday when TxDOT plans to close the 2-mile stretch of I-35 northbound between Weidner and Judson. That closure will run from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., adding more frustration and possible delays for some of the drivers we spoke to.
I don't want to say nothing too bad, but
you're laughing. What's going through your head? What's popping into your mind?
Because it's stupid. Just get it done. That's all I'm asking. Just get it done.
And unfortunately, more closures are scheduled this Friday starting at 9 o'clock. TxDOT plans on closing the northbound entrance ramp on 35 near Shin Oak Drive, and that closure is scheduled to last a little bit over a week. For more information on all these closures around all of San Antonio, you can go to KSAT.com. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
35, no treat to drive even without those construction closures. Thank you, John Paul. Here's an early warning. More construction work on the northwest side that's coming. I-10, it's going to be closed in both directions at 1604. That starts at 9 o'clock Friday night. You can find all the details right now at KSAT.com. I want to go to a Nightbeat update now. Central Med still having issues after a recent data breach. KSAT spoke to leadership for the healthcare provider on May 24th. At that time, Central Med hoped to have access to its records by the following week. As of today, that still hasn't happened. Current and former patients with questions and concerns can call the number on your screen. It's 888-990-8424. A San Antonio police officer accused of taking weapons and ammunition out of a job tonight. It reportedly happened at a November gun buyback event at the Alamo Dome. An aide for Councilman John Courage says he saw David Mahula put weapons in his personal vehicle. Records show Mahula had been with SAPD since 2006. A 19-year-old in jail tonight in connection to a convenience store shooting. Police walked Christian Laera in front of our cameras today.
Did you do it?
Get that camera on my face. Get that camera on my face.
Did you do it?
Get that camera on my face.
Do you want to say anything to the victim's family?
No, get that camera on my face.
He may have a certain, problem with cameras since he was caught on camera, and that's what actually led to his capture. The shooting happened at the El Sendero Food Mart on May 22nd. San Antonio police say Loera was caught on security camera shooting the store clerk in the stomach. Officers found him today, arrested him. He's now charged with aggravated robbery. Tonight, a new software system being blamed for causing all kinds of headaches within the Bexar County court system. The new Odyssey Case Manager system is what it's called. It's replacing the old system that's been used for the past 50 years. The new software is supposed to make it easier to access things like court records and bond and jail information. It's actually having the opposite effect so far. At the Bexar County Jail, several people told KSAT the new system caused them to spend more time behind bars than they were supposed to. Bail bond companies say they're also having trouble locating their clients' information. Another issue that's come up, cases that ended up in not guilty verdicts showing up in the system as guilty. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar, no stranger to these recent issues. He told us earlier today data disappeared once that software switch was made.
My frustrations are just the same as the rest of the general public. I know that it's an inconvenience on the incarcerated and on their families. That's certainly not something that we're happy about. It's not something we're trying to cause. We're at the mercy of, for lack of a better term, tech geeks and technology, which we know doesn't always work as planned. The other thing we don't want to do is erroneously release anybody that shouldn't be out on the streets, right? We don't want to let somebody out that shouldn't be out, somebody that's dangerous.
The sheriff says the new Odyssey program was supposed to be fully operational this past Monday. He's hopeful all the bugs will be worked out by the end of the week. New on the Nightbeat, a Republican candidate for State House District 117 facing charges tonight. Ben Moston found intoxicated after a car crash early this morning about 12:30. Moston charged with DWI and unlawful carry of a handgun. Streaming right now, we're learning more about the charge this man is facing. This is Chris Steele. He's the former president of the San Antonio Fire Union. He was charged last week in Hays County for felony stalking. According to new documents, Steele allegedly tried to scare off at least one command staff member from applying for the newly opened position of San Antonio Fire Chief. Garrett Berger breaks down the accusations against Steele. You can watch the full story right now on KSAT Plus and our KSAT YouTube page.
Peter was very charismatic. He was very outgoing, adventurous, had the biggest and brightest smile you could ever imagine. I feel like I'm missing a big piece of my heart.
A heartbroken mother still adjusting to her new normal. Her son, 22-year-old Pete DeLuna, killed in a tragic bull riding accident. It happened in Bandera at the Riding on Faith Rodeo Summer Series. The Smithson Valley High School grad just 1 year into the sport when his life was cut short. His friends and family now reflecting on the good memories, the Bandera bull riding and rodeo communities, also rallying around the DeLuna family, helping in any way they can. Thousands of families in San Antonio and our surrounding areas deal with food insecurity every day. A Northeast Side church doing what it can to help. This is video from earlier today at River City Community Church in Selma, the site of a big food distribution event. In fact, 20 to 30 cars already lined up waiting to get in before the gates even open. The church plans to host food distributions every Wednesday, no pre-registration required. Volunteers always needed as well. If you want to help out or you need help, check out this story on our website, KSAT.com. Let's go now to our Nightbeat News Flash. Cucumbers may be to blame for a salmonella outbreak with Texas cases. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Testing traced the bacteria to a Florida produce company. Its cucumbers were recalled last week for further testing. But the CDC says it's not clear if that strain is actually connected to this outbreak. The 2 Texas cases are among 162 total U.S. cases dating back to March. About a third of those patients hospitalized. No deaths have been reported. Tomorrow marks 80 years since the D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944. Thousands of U.S. soldiers among the Allied troops who stormed the beaches of Normandy, France during World War II. A number of surviving D-Day veterans in France for commemorative ceremonies. President Joe Biden also scheduled to visit Normandy tomorrow. You can read more about the history of D-Day and some of the survivors right now at KSAT.com. That's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash. All right, want to give a heads up to job seekers out there. Several local employers are hiring. They want to meet you tomorrow. That includes East Central ISD. Its hiring event will be held at the Legacy Middle School from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Schertz-Cibolo Universal City ISD will host its job fair from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Applicants can meet with district departments in the boardroom at the Malish Educator Training Center. Doesn't stop there either. The City of San Antonio's Workforce Development Office hosting a job fest and training expo tomorrow afternoon. It's at the Frost Bank Center. from 4 until 7 p.m. Several companies participating, including the city, Christus Health, Saws, Toyota, and USAA. The Job Fest open to those 16 and older, and those attending encouraged to prepare for potential on-the-spot interviews.
I'm Danielle Ibarra. I'm with KSAT's Behind the Kitchen Door.
BKD's back. It's been on hiatus, but happening tomorrow. KSAT's Behind the Kitchen Door returns with a brand new episode. Danielle Ibarra visits a Korean barbecue restaurant whose permit was actually pulled because of, quote, gross and unsanitary conditions, end quote. Did they clean up their act yet? Find out tomorrow on a brand new episode of BKD right here on the Nightbeat.
And triple digits return, but not for too long. The heat high will loosen its grip eventually. I'll tell you how that affects temperatures and rain chances and the hazy smoke forecast in just a bit.
A house of worship, the target of vandalism. But this San Antonio church is taking action. With windows smashed and signs broken, Grace Lutheran Church has seen multiple acts of vandalism over the last couple of months. The Night Team's Avery Everett shows us how one contractor got creative to help find this church a preventative solution.
We're right in the heart of downtown.
This historic church is hard to miss driving through downtown, but a closer look shows a deeper story and the growing impact of crime on a San Antonio staple.
It's becoming more common.
Grace Lutheran Church says acts of vandalism, damage to property, and outright destruction are happening more often on its campus. And now their pastor is pushing prevention.
I think that it's this balance of protecting people and also trying to preserve the beauty and historicity of our building.
This church is trying to protect its stained glass that's worth millions. Now these windows on the street level see a lot more crime. The pastor says rocks are regularly thrown at those windows, and that's why they had to get custom and creative.
Everything seems to be custom nowadays.
Kyle Bonema designed the window guards for Grace Lutheran. He says vandalism, similar to that of the church, has completely changed his business.
How much of your business is this preventative work?
I would say 50%.
Wow.
At least, yeah.
This is far from his only preventative project.
Carports, fences, automatic gates.
And this isn't a final solution for Grace Lutheran.
It's not necessarily an act of disrespect. It's maybe even a cry for help.
As the needs of San Antonio continue to evolve, this church says it's taking any action it can.
We're really proud of the services that happen here on our campus through Corazon Ministries. Christian Assistance Ministries is also on our campus. When you're in the kind of location that we're in, you have to just be thinking about these things for the safety of everyone.
All to keep the community safe and this church still standing. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
What a beautiful church. I love those drone shots that we got, Adam, over the top where you could see the ornament and kind of the stuff on the top of that church building. Beautiful.
And the stained glass windows.
Stained glass windows,
yes.
All of that stuff.
That's what always stands out to me in most churches that you see, especially the older and more historical churches. You get that stained glass.
Yeah. I hope the AC is working inside Grace Lutheran.
That's something you have to add to those older historic churches. Like going into San Fernando, you're like, where's that cool breeze coming from? It's nice, though. It's nice, isn't it? All right, let's take a look at our high temperature trend going forward here. It's back to triple digits tomorrow through the upcoming weekend. Then into next week, a shift in our weather pattern will actually drop our temperatures. I'm not going to call it cooler. I just can't say that. So not as hot. Next week, low to mid 90s for our afternoon highs. We had a few showers out there west of San Antonio earlier this evening. A little bit of a boundary and some instability helped kickstart the showers, even some severe storms in rural parts of Edwards County and Valverde County, especially right along the county line. That activity lasted a little while, dumped up to 2 to 3 inches of rain in parts of those areas, but that's it, and that's all we saw. Now some lingering clouds left over from that action. Here's what we're watching going forward. A few elements. First of all, this disturbance, this swirl over the Pacific Ocean, that's just west of Cabo San Lucas. A little bit of a disturbance, a little bit of energy with it. Not a big system, but it's something that will contribute to our rain chances a little bit next week. And of course, the upper level heat high. This is the big blue H, causing record heat tomorrow in the desert Southwest. Then, of course, it sits over us Friday through the weekend. However, it will move. It'll be progressive. It's not going to linger for too long. It's just staying a few days, then it's going to move out of here. And that's going to open the door for disturbances to move overhead, even a weak cool front on Monday, and some of that Pacific energy to drop into Texas and maybe even hang around for a day or two. And then even the longer range trends toward the end of next week and into the following weekend have this heat, the next heat high developing, push up and over us and not just sit overhead. So I like what I'm seeing going forward. Instead of just the hazy, hot, humid, and 100 degrees, we're actually talking temperatures not as hot and at least some rain chances right now at 20% daily starting Monday of next week. I know that's not significant, but it's better than nothing. And there's the potential that that could rise a little bit between now and then. Let's talk temperatures today. 92. That outflow boundary moved through early this morning. Well, not early this morning, closer to midday, 11 a.m. And that helped temper our high temperature locally along the Rio Grande, 107 in Del Rio, and that tied the record. But notice today with our time lapse, we could actually see downtown for a change because the haze wasn't as bad. The smoke is already being pushed out of here, which is nice. And it's actually this high pressure system with the northerly wind that's going to keep pushing the smoke out of our area, and our sky is going to be more blue than milky blue in the days ahead. And it looks like it'll be this way through at least Friday and even into the upcoming weekend. Notice tomorrow, a lot of humidity in the morning, but by the afternoon, during the hottest part of the day, dew points actually drop off a little bit. This didn't happen in days past, which is why we had the outrageous heat index values. I don't anticipate it to be as extreme tomorrow. 79 degrees in the morning, 90 at noon, 100 the high, but feeling like it's 105 to 110, which is nothing like the heat index values we had up to 117 earlier this week. High temperatures tomorrow, 106 Del Rio, 100 Pleasanton, Helotes 97, New Braunfels triple digits, and Floresville 100. Next week, a little bit of a change. So we're talking temperatures low to mid 90s for the most part, and at least some daily storm chances. And like I said before, something to watch is the potential to raise those storm chances. And our live cam, I love the fact that it's not as hazy. You can actually see a little bit of the glow of the downtown lights off in the distance. It's not as smoky, finally.
I'm just looking forward to Monday. I thought I had said that in a long time, but temperature-wise, I'm looking forward to Monday.
You love Mondays now, right?
Yeah, I love Mondays now. Thanks, Adam. All right, so I guess we can say it's the KSAT sports team triangle.
Absolutely.
You're here.
Yep.
Nick is in Houston. And then Mary is in Dallas. And then back.
Yep, we got you covered. NFL, mandatory mini training camps for the Cowboys and the Texans. So Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys says he is looking to improve, and he's already coming off a stellar season. And Houston Texans' Will Anderson Jr. says he wants to be a leader this season. Coming up.
Using Dak as an example, I think Dak's having his best offseason program that we've had, and he's had really good offseason programs the whole time.
Mike McCarthy is impressed with his quarterback Dak Prescott, who's entering his 9th season in the NFL and his 5th under Mike in Big Board Sports. The Dallas Cowboys wrapped up the on-field part of the team's mandatory minicamp today, and they will use tomorrow for team activity. The next time we see them will be in late July for training camp in Oxnard. Mary Rominger spent the last 2 days at the Star in Frisco, and she has more.
In Dak Prescott's story arc, the 2023 regular season will be remembered as the year the Dallas quarterback proved himself as a top QB in the NFL. And according to head coach Mike McCarthy, Dak is having an even better offseason this year than last year. Here's why.
My focus is always getting better overall in every way that I can. Mike's comments are a result of us doing that from the time this offseason began. Before it began with the team activities, us guys getting together to really the growth, I guess you can say, in my play and the jump I'm making is the second year in his offense as well, is being more comfortable right with the footwork. Guys, the receivers around me, their second year in it, they're more comfortable, they're more confident. Things are just faster off the line from the huddle through the play to the scramble drill when a play doesn't work. Everybody understands, I guess you can say, and it's just making the communication, my approach, and just allowing me obviously to play with more confidence.
Well, we're now 2 days into mandatory minicamp. Prescott doesn't have his trusted wideout CeeDee Lamb in attendance as he works out a contract extension with the team. But Dak says he's still making great progress with the rest of the offense. From Frisco, Mary Rominger, KSAT 12 Sports. Larry, back to you.
Thanks, Mayor. Now, it was a busy day for KSAT 12 Sports because we were also at the Houston Texans minicamp this morning. The Texans made some big moves this offseason, bringing in free agents on both sides of the ball. Our Nick Mantis was there, and Nick, the defensive line was a focal point of practice.
Oh, this defense is going to be nasty, Larry. The focus was definitely on how skilled they're going to be with off-season additions of veterans like Danico Autry and Daniil Hunter. But one of the young guys, Will Anderson, told us why he's taking more of a leadership role with the Texans defense this year.
My thing from like last year was just like, I'm just trying to get in the system. I'm just trying to, maneuver my way around. And this year, I just feel like it would be selfish of me not to give back. You know what I'm saying? And I know what the standard is here. I know what the expectation is here. So I'm going to do my best to try to uplift guys and bring guys to that culture and have fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's my biggest thing. Like flying around, having fun and connecting with guys is just something that I think kind of comes natural to me. And I really enjoy it because those are the guys you're going out there and balling with. So it's special.
Will knows it all, man. He knows the defense. He helps me out learning the system. You know what I mean? He's a good guy, good kid. You know what I mean? So just being around Will, I look forward to playing with him.
I'm very impressed by Will. Technically, he's still a rookie, but it doesn't seem like he's a rookie. I mean, it feels like he's like in year 4, 5, or 6. He always holds himself accountable. He's trying to learn from me everything that he could possibly learn as a football player, as a defensive end. You don't see that a lot this day in playing football, so I'm really impressed by that.
Well, it is sure going to be fun to watch how this defense continues to gel as we get closer to the opening kickoff of the regular season on September 8th. From NRG Stadium, Nick Mantis. Larry, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. 2 members of the San Antonio Brahmas made the first ever all-UFL team. Offensive guard Cole Laval and inside linebacker Devontae Beckett. Now the Brahmas will play at the Battlehawks Sunday with the XFL Conference Championship on the line. Texas and Oklahoma softball, we got it after the break. Texas and Oklahoma open up the Women's College World Series Finals tonight. That's number 1 versus number 2. Top 1, the Sooners strike first. Tiara Jennings takes Tegan Vaughn deep and out of the park for a 2-run shot. It's 2-0 Sooners. Today is Jennings' 22nd birthday. OU led 5-1. They hit 3 homers to dominate the Horns 8-3. Game 2 is tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Texas is facing a must-win in this best-of-3 series. Afternoon baseball in the Bigs. Astros hosting the Cardinals. Bottom 5, Trey Cabbage hits a solo shot for the Stros, his first this season. 409 feet, and the Astros trailed 3-2. Cabbage was called up Tuesday to add some depth behind Kyle Tucker, who's nursing a minor lower leg injury. But the Astros lose to the Cards 4-2, and the Rangers hammered the Tigers 9-1. The Rangers' Corey Seager left the game with a hamstring injury. And in Texas League, the Missions beat the Rockhounds 10-4 to snap their 9-game skid. Awesome.
Very good. By the way, if that Cabbage kid went out and I was doing the call, I'd say he leafs the ballpark.
I knew you were going to say so.
Something like that. I don't know.
I served you.
You just put that in just for me, didn't you? Yeah, the Cabbage kid.
And you hit it out.
Cabbage Patch Kids. We'll be right back.
All right, I want to show you some of the rain that fell earlier this evening, just a few hours ago, and really just let up. Just outside of Lakey in Rial County, just under an inch of rain, estimated by radar in some rural parts of the county. And then on 377 between Rock Springs and Carter Valley, 2.6 inches, and Loma Alta, north of Del Rio, 3.8. At least somebody got some.
Very nice. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.